If you're thinking about moving to Lambeth in 2026, there's something you need to understand. First, Lambeth does not feel like London. It feels like its own town that just happens to be attached to the city. And for a lot of buyers, that's exactly why it ends up at the top of their list. You're watching Community Real Estate Group London and Area Living, where we share expert real estate tips and neighborhood insights to help you move forward with 100% confidence. When people start looking at where to live in the greater London area, they usually pull up a map and think in straight lines. North, south, east, west. What they miss is how different daily life feels in each pocket of the city. Lambeth sits in the southwest corner of London, and what that really means in real life is this. You get a quieter, more residential feel while still being close to the things you need. You're not in the middle of heavy city traffic. You're not surrounded by dense older streets. You're in a pocket that has grown with intention. A lot of families who leave busier parts of the city or who relocate from larger centers end up here because it gives them space without making them feel disconnected. One of the first things people notice they drive through Lambeth is the layout. Streets are wider, homes feel more spread out. There's a mix of newer construction and established homes, which gives the area a balanced feel instead of looking like a brand new subdivision dropped into a cornfield. Now let's talk about something practical that doesn't get enough attention. Location for getting in and out of the city. If you work outside London or you travel across Southwestern Ontario regularly, Lambeth is positioned in a way that makes those drives way more simple. You're not fighting your way across the entire city before you even get on a main route. That matters more than people realize once they live there for a year or two. Then there's the day-to-day convenience. You're not far from major shopping. Groceries, hardware stores, big box stores, restaurants, and retail are all within a very short drive. You can run errands without feeling like you've committed half your day to traffic and parking. For young families, schools are often part of the conversation. Instead of relying on hearsay, you can look at objective data like the Fraser Institute school report cards, which compare schools to the provincial average. That's something you can check directly and use as one piece of your decision-making process alongside visiting the area and understanding the boundaries yourself. What really defines Lambeth, though, is the type of housing you find here. You'll see a lot of two-story detached homes with functional layouts that work well for families. You'll also see townhomes and smaller options that make sense for buyers who want newer construction without the maintenance of an older property. Many of the homes were built in the last couple of decades, so you're often getting modern floor plans, larger windows, and open living spaces that fit how people live today. That's a big difference compared to older parts of London, where homes can have smaller rooms and more segmented layouts. But Lambeth isn't just for families with kids. Downsizers like this area as well, because you still get a residential, calm feel without feeling like you've moved out to the middle of nowhere. You're still very connected to the city. You still have access to everything you need, but your street feels quieter and more relaxed. Another thing people like is that Lambeth doesn't feel transient. It feels like people move here and stay. You'll notice pride of ownership, well-kept homes, mature landscaping in some sections, a sense that the neighborhood has settled in. Now here's the part most buyers don't think about until after they move in. Traffic patterns. Because Lambeth is in the southwest pocket, you're not dealing with the same congestion you find in other parts of the city during peak times. Your routes in and out tend to be more straightforward, which changes how stressful daily driving feels. That might sound small now. It doesn't feel small when you live with it every day. If you're someone who wants a newer home, a quieter settling, good access in and out of London, and a neighborhood that feels established without being old, Lambeth should absolutely be on your list for 2026. It's not the cheapest pocket of the city, and it's not the most expensive. It sits in a very balanced place where you still get strong value for the lifestyle that you potentially are buying into. And that's really what choosing an area comes down to. Lifestyle first, house second. Thinking about life in Lambeth will help you figure out this if it's the right fit for how you want to live before you ever step into a showing. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe to Community Real Estate Group London and Area Living for more expert real estate tips and neighborhood insights. Are you ready to take the next step? Visit communityrealestategroup.ca. We're here to guide you every step of the way.